me trying to get a thumbnail.
What's up, you little biscuit-headed hoe? Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today is not going to have shit to do with makeup. I don't want my channel to just be a makeup channel. I have some pretty dope stories about my life that I want to share with you guys. So I made a post on Instagram asking for what kind of story times you guys wanted to hear first, and the one that got the most interaction was the story of how I lost my V card. Okay, so today's story time is going to be about how I lost my virginity. But before you leave my channel, if you haven't already, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Sis, what are you doing? If you've been on here this whole time and you ain't hit subscribe yet, you ain't clicked that bell notification, what is you doing? I want to throw a disclaimer out here. I was entirely too young to be poppin' poo nanny or to even be thinking about poppin' poo nanny, okay? Like I said, I was only 14, so if you're watching this and you're thinking about doing the nasty, sis, you're too young, okay? Hold off on it. You don't need the D in your life right now. So I want to give you guys a little bit of background story. There was this boy I met at the skating rink in 6th grade, and I thought he was super hot. And he was maybe 3-4 years older than me at the time, and I was mad awkward, and I never really said anything to him, but we were always friends. And one day we ended up exchanging numbers. One day when I was 14, we ended up finally exchanging numbers and texting and stuff like that. I'm not sure what prompted me to tell him I'm a virgin, but I just felt like I had to tell him I'm a virgin. And he was like, I know, I'm taking your virginity. And I was like, my guy was the real life Christian Grey, okay? When I tell you, for months leading up to the first time that we ever did the nasty, he was prepping me. We would send nasty pictures back and forth. We would sit on the phone and dirty talk. But, I was a young freako. I was Tatiana before Tatiana was a fucking thing. So it was the night of a really big basketball game at my high school, and I was out there with my friend, we're gonna call her Jan, and her boyfriend, Paul. It's really hard making up names on the spot. I almost want to be messy and leak everybody's names, but we're not. So I'm with Jan and Paul, and they were boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever, and I used to date Paul's friend, Jerome. And me and Jerome were on a little break because I don't even honestly remember why we were on a little break, but we were supposed to be going to this game to reconcile and talk things out or whatever. We're at the game, and I go down to use the bathroom, and I run in to Adam, and that's who I had been sexting all these months. That was the hot guy. I was that's who told me he was gonna take my virginity. And so I run into Adam, and I don't even remember what was said, but he was basically I'm leaving here early. If you want to come to my house, you can come to my house. Nobody's home. I'm oh, bet it's about to go down. I'm doing the nasty tonight. My friends weren't with the shits I was back in the day. And that's not a bad thing because we were entirely too young to be with the shits, at the level of with the shits that I was on at that age. Jan and Paul are watching the basketball game or whatever. Jerome is watching the basketball game. We're all chilling watching the game. I go back up to the thing, watching the game with my gang. Our other friend, Michelle, was with us too that night. And Michelle was a really good girl. I mean, honestly, at 14, we were all really good kids. 14, 15, we're, for the most part, we're pretty decent kids. I was just the bad influence, okay? I was just young hoe for show. So I'm texting Adam, and he's I'm probably about to get ready to leave. So I sneak off. I didn't tell anybody where I was going. I think I told him I'm gonna go to the concession stand real quick, it's nachos. But really I walked down there and I saw Adam, and Michelle was still with me because I honestly don't remember if I asked her to come with me or that she was just I don't want you to run off by yourself or where are you going type shit. But I get down to the little concession stand or whatever, and there's Adam just looking like trouble at the door, are you coming? And I was fuck yeah, I'm coming. Come on, Michelle. And she really didn't know what she was signing up for. So Adam's at the door. We walk into the car, and it's not even a car. It is a van, okay? And it's not, I mean, are there cool vans? Like, it is like, you know, a suspect van. And I get in the van, it literally smells like cigarettes and sins in there. And I knew shit was about to get real, okay? So, like, we get in the van, and I was so excited because Adam's other friend was really hot and really popular. And I was like, Michelle, girl, you're about to get plugged in. Like, you get to hook up with his hot friend. I get to hook up with Adam. Michelle was like, bitch, no. I did not sign up for this. I'm terrified. I am spooked, magooked right now. Like, so I get in the car, we get in the van, and me and Adam are like sucking face, okay? Like, he's throwing me around in the van. I don't care that everybody's watching, everybody's all around. I'm like, how is life? Adam, I'm gonna do the nasty tonight. And poor Michelle, she's like, where the fuck are we going right now? Like, she didn't say anything though, because she was like literally scared. So I run off and we go to Adam's house, and by then my phone starts blowing up because Jan is like, bitch, where are you at? Like, you were supposed to go to the concession stand. The game is over. We can't find you. Where are you? I'm not texting back because I'm sucking face with Adam. I'm about to do the nasty. I'm in my own zone. I don't care. We pull up to Adam's house, and it was maybe like 3, 4, 5, potentially 6 of his other guy friends, and just me and Michelle. And like I said, I was like young hoe life. I didn't care. I was not a rational thinker whatsoever at that time. The whole time that we're there, Michelle is like texting Jan and Paul like, please, can y'all come get me? I don't know where I'm at. I don't feel safe. This is so uncomfortable. But I'm like wrapped up in my own hoe shenanigans that like I literally don't care that my friend is this uncomfortable. Michelle, if you're watching, I'm sorry for being a shitty 14-year-old girl. I just wanted to get the D. So she's texting, and I'm obviously ignoring everybody because I've now gone into Adam's room. Okay, I'm like in the zone. I'm like, fuck, it is about to go down. Like, fuck me, this shit's about to get for real. So we're in there, we're kissing and stuff. This is where shit gets embarrassing, because this is the first time I'm getting my punani ate, and this motherfucker's friend literally pops up out of the closet like trying to be funny, like didn't know I was in there, like getting my cat dick on, but pops up out, and I got like so embarrassed. I was so nervous. I was like, oh god, is this a bad idea or not? And Adam was like, it's cool, my bad. I didn't know he was in there. He was trying to be funny, We get back into it, right? So I remember right before we were really about to do it, before we were about to do the nasty, Adam, like a gentleman, asked for consent, okay? Because it does not matter what you have going on up in the moment. You can literally have your hands all in somebody's pants, but that does not mean that you want to take it to the next level. So before we took it to the next level, you know, he dead ass asked me, he's like, are you sure you are ready to do this? Okay, and don't at me because this is just a random condom laying around. But so like, he had the condom sitting on the nightstand or whatever, and I was like trying to be sexy or whatever. So like I grabbed the condom, and I thought that I was like gonna like sexily like rub it down his body, like, yeah, I'm ready. But really, I took like the most uncomfortable scratchy side of the condom and like basically sliced his chest and was like, yeah! And he was like, okay, whatever. So we go to do it, and it's like all of 3 strokes before my phone is literally blowing up. Like, I thought that motherfucker was blowing up before. This phone is jumping. So, apparently the whole time that I'm in there, like, about to knock boots, about to make it do what it does, like I said, Michelle is texting Paul and Jan, like, please come fucking get me. But I'm trying to live my best whole life, so I'm ignoring everybody. We're not telling anybody where we're at. We're not sending addresses. And mind y'all, this was like, I don't know, 10? No, 9? Yeah, maybe like 2009, I don't fucking know. Obviously, we couldn't like send locations on phones. Like, phones weren't that smart then, okay? So, she's trying to get picked up, but like literally nobody will tell her where to pick her up at. And like, everybody's in there like drinking and smoking, and it is not her vibe at all. And she is like freaking the fuck out and asking for them to come get her. And apparently like Paul and some of the other guys ended up like having words over the phone, talking about wanting to fight, da da da. Like, where the fuck are y'all at? I'm about to come get them now. Tell me where the fuck they're at. And I'm over here like,
I'm grown. I'll come over when I want to come over. I'm busy. I'm doing things.
next thing I know, me and Adam are in the room trying to do the nasty. I got like all of 3 strokes in before I hear like a boom, boom, boom at the door, and they're like, come on, let's fucking go. We're dropping her off now. I'm not dealing with this. And I was like, okay, I guess. But like, so we get dropped back off or whatever, and when I tell you Jan and Paul cussed me out from here to there to there to there to there to there to there, and I think Paul's dad even like slick talked back to me because I was like just trying to be a reckless little thought, and they were not having it. And like after Adam dropped me off or whatever, he texted me and was like, that doesn't count. Come to my house after you get out of cheerleading practice on Thursday. And I'm like, oh, fuck me. Like, but anyways, bitch, you couldn't tell me those little 3 strokes did not count, because when I tell you I went back to school the weekend after that, walking around like I was that bitch, okay? Like I literally told everybody, I'm like, oh, okay, does my skin look different? Because I'm not a virgin anymore. Like, oh, what'd you say? I don't know, had sex this weekend. Like I don't know what was going on in my fucking mind or why I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. But I did. I thought I was a bad bitch. Yeah, that's the night that I lost my virginity. But basically after then or whatever, like we tried like take 2. And I really used to be such a thought for this boy. And I don't know if I've said this already or if y'all assume that Adam was white because his name was Adam in this story. But yeah, Adam was a white boy. And he was like really like Christian Grey in these streets, okay? When it was really going down the second time, V-card take 2 in this bitch, I remember like I had like some black lacy panties from like Rue 21 or some shit. And like I put them in my backpack or whatever. I was like showing them off. Like I was really like a dumb thought in school. Like I was showing my panties off. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go see Adam later. Like, yeah, it's gonna be hot. Like I was really an idiot. And like, you know, long story short, take 2 went down. It was a success. And Adam was my boo. Okay? Like we were doing entirely too much. I have hella Adam stories to tell y'all. So if y'all want to know more tea about shit that went on, because after I started fucking with Adam, like I was bad, okay? I was really trying to be out in these streets being a bad bitch. And I also posted on Instagram, like, if you guys wanted to hear about the time that I almost got arrested at 14, and that shit has to do with Adam also. So I don't really know how to like end these stories. Like, that's how I lost my virginity. But that is how I lost my virginity. If you guys want to hear more story times, especially about Adam T, let your girl know and I will make sure to post them. Go show me some love and make sure you connect with me on all of my other social media platforms. I will be back later.